So, hey, someone, I thought I had made a video about this before, but apparently I did not, about my concept of relationship features. I probably did, but I probably made it on like a Facebook post, and of course I didn't save it, so I'm doing it over. But anyway, this is something that I kind of developed as a way to help me to stop devaluing relationships that didn't have certain features, certain types of interaction, or certain types of entity. Like the relationship didn't have a certain component, then I would devalue that, right? And like make that relationship not as good as the relationship that has this. So I didn't want to do that anymore because I wanted to learn to value. That's my tea kettle making that noise. Sorry. I wanted to learn to value all relationships for what they have to bring to my life because they really are all important. So when I talk about relationship features, I'm talking about components of a relationship that are shared by both people or by whomever, all parties in the relationship. So I'll give you some examples of what I would call a relationship feature, and I'll use real life examples, like from like, and this doesn't even matter about romantic or sexual or family or whatever. I'll use my sister. I have three sisters, right? Two of them are twins. They're 10 years my junior, and then another sister I have is 3 years my junior. And the one that's 3 years my junior, we're very close. Of course, we're only 3 years apart. The ones that are 10 years my junior, I was more almost like, when they were four, I was 14. So I was kind of like an authority figure almost to them, right? So our relationships have different features. So for example, my sister that is 3 years my junior, when we see each other, well, for one thing, we talk. We actually call to check on each other to see how we're doing. So we show care for each other's well-being in general. That's a feature. By talking, asking after one another, looking, checking in, that kind of thing. That's a feature. When something happens, when I have a health issue, when she needs to move, when I need to move, this is the sister that always shows up. So we show up for each other. We show up for each other when shit is going on. When there's a celebration. I may not get my other sisters to come. We all in different states, so I may not get my other sisters to come, but this sister will be there, right? And I go to her. So we have that feature. Another feature we have is that we talk about intimate things, like we talk about our relationships. We talk about, she's married. She talks to me about her marriage. We share parenting advice. So that is a feature. We talk about intimate things. That's a feature. What we don't do is like, we don't like kick it together. We used to party together when we were younger, but we don't do that. Um, we talk about work. That's, to me, talking about career stuff is a relationship feature. I don't do that with everybody because everybody don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Don't have the same views or the same values about career. So that's a feature. One thing we don't do is like, we don't hang out, we don't party together, we don't we don't have mutual friends. We do not have mutual friends, right? Um so like we don't share a lot of the same, like, we don't have things in common, like hobbies in common. Like we don't have those. We don't have that at all. Like her, the things that she enjoyed doing on her spare time, I like to watch her do them, but I don't do them, and I'm not interested in those things, right? So we don't share common interests like typical hobbies and things like that. So those are the features that we don't do. Now, what wouldn't count is as a relationship feature by way of my definition is something that I do that the other person in the relationship with does not do, or vice versa. So example, one of the twins, one of my other sisters, um you know they called when she used to call me when she needed something. I didn't call her when I needed something. I never call her when I need anything, but when she needs something, she calls me. Now some people be like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm okay with that. It's my little sister. I can decide whether or not I want to help, and it's okay. I don't feel like bad for not helping if I don't want to. You know what I mean? But to me, that is not really a relationship feature. That is something else because it's not shared. It's not a feature of a relationship. In order to have a relationship, it implies the word relationship implies there's not more than one person doing it, right? There's more than one person. So things that are not shared that one person is doing and the other one isn't. To me, if I'm doing a bunch of stuff in the relationship that you're not doing, like I'm sharing intimate feelings and thoughts and dreams and vulnerabilities with you, but you're not sharing that with me. I'm showing up for you when you need something or when there's something going on in your life, I'm there. But when there's something going on in your life, I'm not somebody who you call to share that with or to show up for you, right? We're not in the same fucking relationship because we don't have any shared relationship features. We're not in the same relationship. So another thing that looking at relationship features, looking at it that way has helped me with is to determine, am I in the same relationship with this person? Or are we in two different fucking relationships? That has happened to me before where I've realized that I am doing things in this relationship because I think we're in one kind of relationship, but this person isn't there because they're in a completely different relationship with me than I am with them. So examining the features, and I mean, this may seem like an over analysis, and it probably is because I'm a chronic overthinker, so I'm okay with that. But examining the features, the things that are shared activities, components, shared interactions that we have together in the relationship together means that those are features, and it helps me to know what kind of relationship I'm in with that person. It also helps me to determine that the relationship I have with my party friends, the people who I don't really talk to that much unless we're at a party together, are just as valuable as the relationship I have with my sister that, to me, that counts as a very intimate and close relationship because we share so much and we show up for each other. And those are features that for me, characterize a close and intimate relationship, right? Um, those relationships that are more casual connections, my party people, I love my party people. They matter. They fucking matter to me. And I realized just how much they mattered when I went over a year without seeing them. I missed my people. So all those relationships at all their different levels with all their features, different features, they all matter. So that is my very long out and hopefully comprehensive explanation of relationship features. And thank you for listening.